sent your son to die on that cross that we can live in victory each and every day. Help us to never forget that. We pray a hedge of protection over everybody here. And those that are competing, may they compete safe and free from harm. Be with the leaders of our country and those around the world. Father, may your will be done. Be with the men and women that are fighting near and far, and be with our first responders in their day-to-day jobs. And Father, may we give you glory in all that we do. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Well, if you would direct your attention to that red, the white, and the blue banner, the flag of the United States of America. Folks, what an honor it is to be here in the USA. Remember that freedom is not free, and freedom cannot protect itself. There have been those that have paid the ultimate price so that you and I can be here today. To all of you veterans out there, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are forever grateful. Anybody out there currently serving, we cannot thank you enough. So friends, as we listen to the playing of our national anthem, let's stand up tall, proud, with our hands on our hearts, and think about what it means to you to be an American as we listen to our national anthem. There we go, Andrews, Texas. Yes, way to kick it off right here. We're going to burn 3 before we get started. Again, ropers, 12-second cutoff in the first round only. The barriers are worth 10. Keep that in mind. We are progressive here. We are progressive after 1. 5 steer average. So let's burn a couple here before we get started. Make sure everything's nice and right. Everybody get settled in. Thanks for coming and watching. We are streaming live and we're streaming free on X Factor. You tell your friends it is watch, the word watch.xfactorteamroping.com. They go watch for free. Tell them about it. Let's burn a few here. We're going to burn 3. And then it'll be Curry Kirchner and Tyler McKnight at 1, Wyatt and Medlin. Now we're going to ask that everybody exit out the back. We'll keep the arena clear at all time. $20,000 added, 80% payback. Healers, be sure to help your headers out with that steer after the team opens the team pen. And here's the first. Now on the head side, 0.09. Let's burn 2 more. Let's burn 2 more. Then we'll get everything. Folks, be sure to stop by. We got some amazing vendors down. You need to go by and visit. Sonny Silva Bits and Spurs. Heck, you don't even have to rodeo to go see something really nice. You may just want to put that and hang it up there. They're functional, though. They are functional. And they are Silvas, Sonny Silvas. Be sure to check that out. There's the second of the burns. That's .344. .344. Let's burn us 1 more, and then it is showtime. Just barely got it. .05. Trey Paul, we good? We got the thumbs up. Team ropers, it's the green light. I did not hit the button.
I didn't think you would remember. Thank you.
Thank you. Was that good, Lisa? All right, it's going to go Craig Kirchner, Tyler McKnight. It's loaded. 12-second cutoff in first round, Ropers. Nelson Wyatt, Logan Medlin, Team 2. We got 160 of the best, folks. It's the new year. They're going to be here 7-21, 7-21. Let's go to Nelson Wyatt and Logan Medlin. These guys are several trips to the NFR. Nelson Wyatt did it first at Globe Life when it was in Fort Worth, and this past year we go to the Thomas and Mack. It's Wyatt and Medlin. Coy Britton and Jake South at 3. Coy Britton, Jake South going to be next out. They're going to be here +5. They're 11-29. 11-29. It'll be Coy Britton and Jake South, team number 3. They'll be followed by 4, Cash Duty and Ross Ashford. Arviso and Ross at 5. You're going to be 2 out, 6 and 7. Be getting it on your mind. Thank you to our friends at Mitchell Pipe and Supply, one of our great sponsors. Also, we want to say thank you to some great individuals like Marcos Bustamante, who's had a big part in this. Alex Jordan, thank you. Casey Davidson, Johnny Trotter, we appreciate you. Craig Moore family, thanks for all you do. Going to be no time. It's Cash Duty and Ross Ashford, number 4. They'll be followed by James Arviso and Denham Ross at 5. Aguilera and Eves at 6. Be thinking about it. We're going to be coming to you here in just a moment. James Arviso and Denham Ross at 5 going to be next. They're clean, 7-85. 7-85. Here's 5 now. James Arviso and Denham Ross. Lightning Aguilera and Paul Eves at 6. Kittle and Moore going to be 2 out at team number 7. Team Ropers, thank you for making this such a great success. We appreciate all of you coming and hanging out with us. 10-second barrier. This team here is going to be 15 in penalties, 10 at the line, 5 in the field, or 23-44. It's going to be too long for the first round, 12-second cut. Lightning Aguilera and Paul Eves, number 6. Let's get it. Riley Kittle and Logan Moore at 7, 8. Going to be Orman and Hendrick. Ain't taking no time. We get mounted up. We're going to go to Riley Kittle, Logan Moore. Riley Kittle coming off winning some money there in Guthrie at that WCRA Stampede at the E. Coming down here, roping with Logan Moore, number 7. Orman and Hendrick at 8. Waters and Vic going to be 2 out at 9. Then 10, be ready. You got your past college national champion here on the front side. Hey, diddle, it's Riley Kittle and Logan, give me more, give me more. Orman and Hendrick at 2 and 9 and 10, get ready. Pleasanton, Texas on the backside. They are 7-11. 7-11, keeping the table hot. It's Jake Orman and Corey Hendrick. Let's go now to team number 8. They'll be followed by 9, Tyler Waters and Blaine Vick. Brenton Hall, Tyler Worley, number 10. 11-12, have it on your mind. We're going to be coming to you here in just a little bit. We do say thanks to our friends at Indigo, one of our sponsors of West Texas Open, presenting the Teresa Paul Memorial. We appreciate them. We got it here with a 6:07. 6:07. Tyler Waters and Blaine Vick. Number 9, Brenton Hall and Tyler Worley at 10. Worthington and Lazarus at 11. Then 12, be ready. We're going to be coming to you. Again, Ropers, 160 teams. We are progressive after 1. 5-steer average will take the top 20 to the short round. We're going to be giving some of those Sonny Silva Spurs to the Open champions. And friends that are here watching, we've got 20,000 added in this division. They are 7-46. 7-46. Here's Brenton Hall and Tyler Worley. Brenton Hall loves this time of year, especially around Andrews, Odessa, Texas way. Worthington and Lazarus at 11 and 12. Tucker and Freeman going to be 2 out. Oh, it looks good. 6 and 27. 6:27. Hayes Worthington, Kevin Lazarus 11, Tucker and Freeman at 12, Cowboy Portis and Luis Mendiaz. You're going to be 2 out at 13. 14 and 15, be ready. We want to say thank you to Ty Daniel Haller. We appreciate our friend Zach Saladar, Helena out of La Mesa, Braden Burrow, thank you, as well as Orbit Oil Company. Thank you for being a part of this great event on a Monday. Monday. Jackson Tucker, Cooper Freeman next. There's going to be no time. It'll be Jackson and Cooper, number 12. Jackson Tucker, North Carolina, Cooper Freeman out of Missouri. Cowboy Portis and Luis Mendiaz at 13. Blandon Williams going to be 2 out at 14. Be getting ready. There's no time. Cowboy Portis and Luis Mendiaz. Here's 13. Here's a Midland, Odessa, Texas team. They'll be followed by Jace Bland, Gabe Williams at 14. The Aguirrens, Idaho, going to be 2 out at 15. Jace Bland, Gabe Williams, 14 next out. Going to be no time. It's Jace Bland, Gabe Williams, number 14. They'll be followed by 15, Cole and Tyler Aguirren. Coleman Proctor, Landon Glenn at 16. You're going to be 2 out. $10.47. Let's go to Cole and Tyler Aguirren. We're going to go to Idaho. Here's some great horsemen, great cowboys. Number 15, Coleman Proctor, Landon Glenn, 16, going to be next out. There's going to be no time here. Let's go to Coleman Proctor. Here's Pryor, Oklahoma. Here's an NFR qualifier, INFR as well. Landon Glenn, 16 on the backside. Here's a guy that's been making a statement about 2 or 3 years ago, really been catching heat. It's Proctor and Glenn, number 16, 17, Crease Thompson and Caden Profili. We're going to take a look at the head catch. It's no good. Illegal on the front side. They're going to take a no time. Good team goes out. It's Crease Thompson, Caden Profili at 17. Wyatt Imus and Jake Edwards at 18. Shea Carroll, Will Woodfin, 2 out at 19. Then Team 20, be ready. Ropers, thank you for filling the boxes. I like how you operate. We're going to get you in and get you out. Put all that money in your pocket and we'll go watch us a championship game tonight. Let's go to Crease Thompson, Monday, Texas. Caden Profili, Jacksonville. Here's your, darn it, no time. Wyatt Imus and Jake Edwards, number 18, thank you. Let's rope. You'll be followed by Shea Carroll, Will Woodfin, 19, then 20, Dalton Turner and Jace Davis, 21-2. Be thinking about it. Remember, if you entered that 15 and you're roping in the open, the high point between the two ropings combination will get that 22 Golden Henry rifle. I'll go shoot some stuff. Carolyn Woodfin, 19, going to be next. They're going to be 982. Here's Shea Carroll and Will Woodfin, 19. Then 20, Dalton Turner, Jace Davis. JoJo and Thomas going to be 2 out at 21. You be thinking about it. Ropers with 160 teams, 160. The winner today can say we beat them all. We were the best of the best. You know, bad, the capable of being the baddest is. The definition is bad is when you're capable of beating the baddest. They're going to be here 7-16. According to old Petey Pablo, 7-16. Let's go to Dalton Turner. We're going to go to the natural state. That's Arkansas on the front side. Jace Davis, Stephenville, Texas, by way of New Mexico on the backside. It's 20. Then Jojo Lamont and Thomas Smith at 21. Dustin Eguskiza, Jake Long. You're going to be 2 out at 22. Jojo Lamont and Thomas Smith, 21, going to be next out. They are holding on because they want to stay in the game. It's 8-18. 8-18. Jojo Lamont and Thomas Smith. Here's number 21. Dustin Eguskiza, Jake Long at 22 next out. Going to be no time. Dustin Eguskiza, Jake Long, 22. Take a look here at Dustin Eguskiza, Mineral Wells, Texas. When this guy drives into the parking lot, he's within range. Teamed up here with Jake Long. A lot of his horses have been nominated for AQHA Horse of the Year. That's from his peers and everybody else. They are clean. They're going to be 7-51, 7-5-1. Manny Eguskiza, Lane Mitchell. Let's go to 23. There's a past BFI champion on the front side. Manny Eguskiza, Lane Mitchell, 23. Smith and Northcott, 24. Sharp and Powell at 25. You're going to be 2 away. They're going to be here 882 clean. All right, let's go to Clay Smith. Here's one with some gold buckles. Nikki Northcott. Here's one that will have some. It's Smith and Northcott, 24. John Sharp, Hayden Powell at 25. He just has to get old enough. It'll be Sharp and Powell, 25 to follow. Then 6 and 7 be ready. John Sharp, Hayden Powell, 25 next out. They're going to take a no time. Let's go down to John Sharp and Hayden Powell. Here's 25. Here's John Sharp, Wolford, Texas. They're going to be clean, 10-14, 10-1-4. Here's Jake Smith and Douglas Rich, number 26. Tyler Wade and Wesley Thorpe at 27. Nelson White and Jonathan Torres going to be 2 out at 28. 9 and 30 be ready. They're going to be here no time. Let's go down to Tyler Wade. Wesley Thorpe, 27. How about these guys right here? These guys, they put their pants on just like every one of us. Only difference, theirs is held up by gold. It's going to be White and Torres at 28. They're going to be here 6 and 17. 6-17. It's Nelson Wyatt, Jonathan Torres. Here's 28. Followed by 29, Coy and Colton Britton. Cash Duty Dodge here at 30, 31, 2. Get ready to go. Gonna be no time. No time. Let's go to Coy and Colton. We're going to go to Rockwall, Texas, and Lipan, and Duty in here at 30. Then Arvizo and Gonzalez at 31, 32, 3. Be ready. Cash, Duty, and Dodge here at 30. Going to be next out. Going to be here no time. Let's go to Cash, Duty, and Dodge here, number 30. 31, James Arvizo and J.R. Gonzalez, and McLeod and Ross at 32. James and J.R. 31. Yeah, Dodge, you're going to be your 674. 674. Here's James Arvizo and J.R. Gonzalez at 31. T. McLeod, Adam Ross at 32. We show good here, but you can check if you like. We want to say thank you to the McGuire family. Thank you for your support. Alex Jordan, Marcos Bustamante, Casey Davidson, Johnny Trotter, Brandon Burrow. We just want to say thank you to Zach Saladar, Heron Ranches, Ty Daniel Haller. Thank you. Thank you, Craig Moore and family, as well as Mustang Energy Services. Orbit Oil Company, we appreciate your help and support here this week. It's James and JR, then T. McLeod, Denham Ross, 32. They take a no time. Let's go now to T. McLeod and Denham Ross, 32. Riley Kittle and Jace Alton, 33. Kidd and Johnson at 34. 5 and 6. Begin ready. Riley Kittle and Jace Alton at 33 next out. 6 and 45. 6:45 for Canada. Let's go to Riley Kittle and Jace Helton. These guys won the College National Finals title in 2022. I believe Jace Helton did it again last year. Kidd and Johnson, 34. Orman and Vic, 35. 6 and 7. Be ready. What I'm trying to tell you, there's lots of talent backed in the box here. Kidd and Johnson at 34. You're going to be next out. 8 and 12. 8-12. Let's go to Corey Kidd, Carson Johnson, number 34. Jake Orman, Blaine Vick at 35. Sherwood and Enriquez at 36. 7 and 8. Be ready. Jake and Blaine, 35. Going to be next. Going to be no time. Let's go to Jake and Blaine, 35. Cater and Orlando, 36. Cade and Orlando, 36 next out. Clean, 7 and 28, 7-2-8. Here's Cade and Orlando, 36. This is Sherwood and Enriquez. Corbin Rice and Logan Moore at 37. Levon and Luis, they're going to be 2 out at 38, 9, and then 40. Begin ready. They take a no time. Corbin Rice, Logan Moore, 37. You'll be followed by 38, Levon Gonzalez, Luis Mendez, 39, Blandon Thompson, be ready. Are going to be no time. Let's go to Levon and Luis at 38. 39, Jace Bland, Tyson Thompson. Then 40, Bridger Ketchum and Kelby Frizzell. 41, 2. Be ready. Remember, we are progressive after one here, Ropers, all through it. Progressive after one. Chase Bland, Tyson Thompson, 39. I'm going to be here no time. Let's go now to Jace Bland, Tyson Thompson, 39. 40, going to be Bridger Ketchum, Kelby Frizzell, 41. Coley Guerin and Gabe Williams. Ropers, let's keep the arena clear, please. It'll be Bland and Thompson, 39. 40, Ketchum and Frizzell. They're going to be clean, but a barrier, 15.65. Too long for the first round, no time. It's Bridger Ketchum, Kelby Frizzell, 40. Then Coley Guerin, Gabe Williams at 41. Schmidt and Glenn, 42. Seven and 57. That's team 40. Guys, you will start round two. Now, we will drop down in these go-rounds. We are progressive, but we will drop down. We'll start round number two with that team, Bridger and Kelby. 41, Cole and Gabe, Schmidt and Glenn at 42, Hall and Profili at 43, 4 and 5. So again, Ropers, we will start at team 40 and work our way down. So if you're in round number two, these teams here are going to be towards the top. Here's Coley Guerin, Fruitland, Idaho. Gabe Williams, Comanche, Texas. Colton Schmidt and Landon Glenn at 42. Going to be next. They take it no time. Now to ropes going to be Colton Schmidt, Landon Glenn, 42. Brenton Hall, Kaden Profili at 43, 44. Imus and McKnight, you're going to be two away. 5, 6, be thinking about it. They're going to be here no time. Let's go to Brenton Hall, 43. Caden Profili. Here's your 2023 Resistol Rookie of the Year on the hillside. They'll be followed by Wyatt Imus, Tyler McKnight at 44, 45, Coleman Proctor, and Logan Medlin. They're going to be here 15:40 with the barrier. Too long for the first round. 12-second cutoff. No time. Wyatt Imus and Tyler McKnight. Here's 44. 45, Coleman Proctor, Logan Medlin. 46, Turner and Hornby ready. Are going to be here 9 and 83. 983. Here's Coleman Proctor, Logan Medlin. These guys, between the two of them, 10 qualifications to that NFR. Dalton Turner, Blaine Horn at 46. Our times go to Dalton Turner, Blaine Horn at 46, 47, Corbin Cully, Trent Vaught, 48, be ready. Here's Dalton Turner, Blaine Horn, Corbin and Trent at 47, Lamons at 48. Corbin Cully and Trent Vaught, come on in, 47, you're going to be next out. They're going to be here no time. Let's go to Corbin and Trent, 47. Newton Jojo at 48. 49, Eguskiza and Graves are going to be 2 away. 50, be thinking about it. Ropers, we will drag after Team 80. We'll drag halfway in between this first round. We will drag after Team 80. We're at 47. Corbin Cully and Trent Vaught. Here's Oklahoma and Arkansas back in the box. Newton, Jojo Lamond at 48. Then 49, Dustin and Travis, be ready. The Lamonds come on in. No time. Newton Jojo, here's 48. Then Dustin Eguskiza, Travis Graves at 49. Manny Eguskiza and Cade Passig going to be 2 out at 50. 51, 2, get ready. Dustin Eguskiza, Travis Graves at 49 next out. There's 7:37 for the home team. 7:37. Dustin Eguskiza, Travis Graves, 49. Then Manny Eguskiza and Cade Passig at 50. Crease Thompson, Corey Hendrick going to be 2 out at 51. 52 and 3, be ready. Corbin Cully to the entry office, please. Corbin Cully, they need to see at the office, please. Manny Eguskiza, Cade Passig, 50 next out. There's no time. Manny Eguskiza and Cade Passig, team number 50. Then 51, Crease Thompson, Corey Hendrick. 52, Bry Kreitz, Tyler Worley. 53, 4, get ready to go. They're clean, but 10 at the line, 16:81, and they'll be too long for the first round. They'll take a no time. Crease Thompson, Corey Hendrick, 51 when the arena's clear. You'll be followed by Bry Kreitz, Tyler Worley at 52, 53, Jake Smith and Paul Eves, be ready. 54 and 5, have it on your mind. Bry Kreitz and Tyler Worley at 52. You'll follow this team. They take it on time. Bry Kreitz, Tyler Worley, 52. Then Jake Smith, Paul Eves at 53. Tyler Wade, Jake Long at 54. 55, 6. Be getting ready. On a short rope, we're going to be 5 and 43. 5:43. Jake Smith and Paul Eves. Let's go to 53. Jake Smith, Broken Bow, Oklahoma. Paul Eves, Millsap, Texas, he calls home. Paul Eves, owner of 2 world titles. And over $1.8 million in earnings. Here's Jake Smith and Paul Eves. Tyler Wade, Jake Long at 54 next. There'll be no time. It's going to be Tyler Wade, Jake Long, 54. Tyler and Chase Tryon, 55. Peterson and Ashford going to be 2 out at 56. We will drag after Team 80. They're going to be your +5. They're going to be 1196. They toe the line, 1196. Tyler and Chase Tryon, here's 55. Tyler Tryon, this guy's been getting them every time he's unloaded his horse here recently. Had an injury, come back from that, and he's just been winning. Chase Tryon on the backside. Hagen Peterson, Ross Ashford, 56 next out. Just right, guys, 6 and 83. 683. Hagen Peterson and Ross Ashford, 56. Clay Tryon, Jonathan Torres at 57. Arviso and Patton going to be 2 out at 58. 9 and 60. Be ready. We're happy to have Yellow Bull Design here with us. Handmade leather goods. Go see Brad and Racy Patrick at Yellow Bull Design, located there by that entry office. Clay Tryon, Jonathan Torres, 57 next out. $795. Here's Clay Tryon, Jonathan Torres, 57. James Arviso and Josh Patton at 58. Trey Galley and T. McLeod going to be 2 out at 59, then 60. They're going to be here +5. They're 1461. Too long for the first round. That'll be no time. Let's go to James Arviso and Josh Patton, 58. Trey Galley and T. McLeod, Alberta and Saskatchewan, second out at 59. 60, 61, be ready. Trey Galley and T. McLeod next out. They take a no time. Let's get the arena clear. And then we'll go to Trey and T at 59. Cash Duty, Jake Edwards at 60. Riley Kittle, Shea Carroll going to be 2 out at 61. 2 and 3, get ready. Cash Duty, Jake Edwards, you're going to be next out. Oh, we're watching some good team roping here today. 7 and 55, 755, that's Canada. Up in the North Country, 755. Cash Duty, Jake Edwards when the arena's clear. We'll go to Texas and New York. Riley Kittle, Shea Carroll at 61, then Corey Kidd, Douglas Rich at 62. You're going to be 2 teams out. AR 8 and 43, 843. Here's Riley Kittle and Shea Carroll, 61. Alabama, Colorado combo. Both of them in Stephenville. Corey Kidd, Douglas Rich, 62. Cooper and Vic, 63. 4, get ready. Corey Kidd, Douglas Rich, next out, 62. Cleaning the field, 10 at the line, 17:55. Too long for round 1. Going to be no time. Corey and Douglas. Let's rope at 62. Jay Cooper, Blaine Vick at 63. Then Cade Sherwood, Cade Cotton. Going to be 2 out at 64. 5 and 6. Have it on your mind. Jay Cooper, Blaine Vick, 63. The box is yours, guys. You can ride on in. You're going to be next out. They are clean, 8 and 24, 8-24. Jake Cooper, Blaine Vick, 63. Then Cade Sherwood, Cade Cotton, 64. Thank you to our friends at X Factor Team Roping. Tell your friends and family they can watch for free at the word watch, watch.xfactorteamroping.com. I'm going to watch for free. Thank you to our friends at X Factor. It'll be Jake and Blaine at 63 when the arena's clear. Sherwood and Cotton at 64, Rice and Helton. And again, thank you to Mitchell Pipe and Supply, Indigo, Mustang Energy Services, Helena, Orbit Oil Company, and Aaron Ranches. We appreciate your support today. Jake Cooper, Blaine Vick, 63, Cade and Cade at 64, then 5. Get ready to go. Cade Sherwood and Cade Cotton, 64 next. They're clean, 8 and 55, 8-5-5. Here's Cade Sherwood, New Home, Texas. Cade Cotton, Midland, Texas at 64. 65, Corbin Rice, Chase Helton, then Chad Masters, Wyatt Cox at 66. Be ready. Seven and 49. 7-4-9. Corbin Rice, Chase Helton, 65. Then Chad Masters, Wyatt Cox at 66. Colin Jr., 67. $9.08. Here's Chad and Wyatt, 66. Colin Jr., 67. There it is. They set it down. They brought out the hammer. 6 and 99. Tool of choice, the hammer. 6.99. Cole Davis and J.R. Gonzalez, 67. 68. Stephen and LJ, then 69. Here's Colin Jr. Ropers, let's keep the arena clear, please. It'll be Ramon and Yaquo. 5, they're going to be 12 and 63, 12-6-3. Stephen Ramon, LJ Yaquo, 68. Jace Bland and Jace Davis at 69, then 70, Schmidt and Mitchell, 71-2, begin ready. Remember, Ropers, we're going down to 80, and then we're going to drag. We'll drag halfway through the go-round. 160 teams here. Oh, that 12.63, Colin Jr., guys, you're too long. 12-second cut, too long with that leg, no time. It's Stephen and LJ, 68. They are clean, 8 and 98. Jace Bland, Jace Davis, 69, and Colton and Lane, 70. And there'll be no time. Colton Schmidt and Lane Mitchell, 70. Then Brenton Hall, Will Woodfin, 71. Ketchum and Hatley, be ready. Brenton and Will going to be next. Going to be no time. It's going to Brenton Hall, Will Woodfin, 71. Bridger Ketchum, Casey Hatley at 72. Wyatt Bray and Hunter Cook at 73. 4-5, get ready to go. Bridger Ketchum and Kaysen Hatley at 72 next. Steam's going to be no time. Let's go to Bridger and Kaysen 72. Wyatt Bray and Hunter Cook at 73. Jackson Tucker, Nikki Northcott going to be 2 out at 74. Wyatt and Hunter going to be next. This team here is clean but a barrier 16:30, and that's too long. No time for the first round. Wyatt Bray, Hunter Cook at 73. Jackson Tucker, Nikki Northcott 74. Callan and Carson at 75. 6, 7 down to 80, and then we'll drag. Tractor driver be getting ready. We'll need you in about 2 minutes. Tucker, Northcott 74 going to be next. They're clean but a barrier, 17:89, too long. Going to be no time. Jackson Tucker, Nikki Northcott, 74. Callan and Carson Johnson, 75. Corbin Cully, Blaine Horn, going to be 2 out at 76. Callan and Carson, 75 next out. Going to be no time. Let's go to Callan and Carson, 75. Before my 76, Corbin Cully, Blaine Horn. Kyler Bashirs and Georgia Lamont at 77. 8, 9, and 80. Again, Ropers, remember, we'll start round 2 at team 40 and work our way down 41-2. So if you caught there in the 40s, you're going to be towards that front of that second go-around. We still have half of this one to go, though. They're going to break the barrier, 16:40, too long, going to be no time. Corbin Cully, Blaine Horn, 76. Just barely got it, guys. It's Corbin and Blaine, 76. Kyler and JoJo, 77. Kyler Bashirs and JoJo Lamont at 77, going to be next down. No time. It's Kyler and JoJo, 77. Roan Oldfield and John Heisel at 78. Then Brown and Graves are going to be 2 out at 79. 80, 81. Start shaking out a loop. We're coming your way, Ropers. Actually, after 80, we'll drag 81. You're on standby. We're 4 away from our tractor drag, halfway between round 1 here. West Texas Open. Everybody, we need a gunslinger. Oldfield and Heisel, 78 next. 12:47, and that's too long. There's going to be no time. 12-second cut, 12:47 on this one. Roan Oldfield, John Heisel, 78. Luke Brown, Travis Graves at 79. Dustin and Levi at 80, and then that tractor. Team 79, Luke Brown, Travis Graves next down. They're going to be 976, clean 976. Luke and Travis, 79. Then 80, Dustin Aguskiza, Levi Lord. Renee Cervantes to the entry office, please. Renee Cervantes to the entry office. 2 to go, and then we're going to drag halfway here. It'll be the halfway point of round number 1 of the West Texas Open. 20,000 added, 80% payback, 5-steer average, progressive after 1. We're happy to have J.R. Caruth here with us. That'll be here no time. 80, Dustin Aguskiza and Levi Lord. And then we'll drag. Again, be sure to tell your friends and family we are streaming live and streaming for free. Oh, Winston's got the camera. We got it all rolling. X Factor Team Roping.com. Check it out. You got sponsors, tell them you're on TV. If you got bosses, be sure that they don't know. Gotta be no time. All right, let's drag. Let's drag. That's halfway in round number 1. After the drag, we'll finish go round 1. We'll start with 81, Chick Wilfong and Hayden Powell. Creason Tyson Thompson, 82, Brian Kreitz, Kobe Payne, all after the drag.
What's the advantage?
Our livelihood revolves around the longevity of our horses. I mean, they're athletes and we got to take care of them too.
And that's why we want to give them the very best thing we can, keeping them sound and feeling fresh. There's no sugars, no starches, no fillers. It's 100% amino acids. You feed it daily, so it's just great all around.
It made us believers. Just for muscle soreness and building their legs up and helping those horses recover faster is huge, not only for their well-being, but for our success.
Equinety, helping horses worldwide.
All right, this is one of our top sellers as a hinge port. You know, a lot of headers and heelers like this one because you see the swivel action on it, so you can pick up that left shoulder with the left side, the right shoulder with the right side. Kind of helps with your head horse move or your heel horse move, you know, kind of keeping that shoulder picked up, keeping them from shouldering in.
We are chasing a dream, one that tests our grit, our faith, our courage. This dream calls us. It unites us. Here's to those who lead this life.
You know, our livelihood revolves around the longevity of our horses. I mean, they're athletes, and we got to take care of them too.
And that's why we want to give them the very best thing we can, keeping them sound and feeling fresh. There's no sugars, no starches, no fillers. It's 100% amino acids. You feed it daily, so it's just great all around.
It made us believers. Just for muscle soreness and building their legs up and helping those horses recover faster is huge, not only for their well-being, but for our success.
Equinity, helping horses worldwide.
All right, this is one of our top sellers, is a hinge port. You know, a lot of headers and heelers like this one because you see the swivel action on it, so you can pick up that left shoulder with the left side, the right shoulder with the right side. Kind of helps with your head horse move or your heel horse move, you know, kind of keeping that shoulder picked up, keeping them from shouldering in.
We are chasing a dream, one that tests our grit,
All right, everybody, get ready. We'll finish off the go-round.
our courage.
This is still round one. We'll kick it off with 81. It's going to be Chick Wilfong and Hayden Powell. Texas and New Mexico going to kick this second half of round one off. We got everybody gathered up. It'll be Creason Tyson at 82. Bry Kreitz, Colby Payne, 83. Orman and Worley at 84. 5 and 6. Team ropers, be ready. Again, 12-second cutoff in the first round. The barriers are worth 10 seconds. Creason Tyson, number 82. You're going to be next to go. Plus 5, they're going to be 12.64, and that's too long. Going to be no time. Creason Tyson, 82. You'll be followed by 83. Bry Kreitz, Colby Payne, Orman, and Worley going to be 2 out at 84. 5 and 6, get ready. We're giving Sonny Silva Spurs to the Open champions. Sonny is here. We're talking handmade bits and spurs. We're talking fancy. We're talking functional, noticeable, made just right. Sonny Silva, thank you for sharing your craft with us and your talent. Going to be your 750, 750. Take custom orders as well if you don't see what you need right there. Talk to him about that for more. 750, it's Brian Kreitz, Kobe Payne, 83. That'll be Orman and Worley, 84. Mason Appleton, Thomas Smith at 85. Jake Orman, Tyler Worley, 84, going to be next. $737. Let's go to Jake Orman and Tyler Worley. Here's 84, then 85. Going to be Mason Appleton, Thomas Smith. 86, Tyler Tryon and Caden Perfili. Mason Appleton, Thomas Smith, 85 next out. Clean 6 and 18, 618. Here's Mason Appleton, Thomas Smith, 85. Tyler Tryon, Caden Perfili at 86, and Hagen Peterson and Scott Milwaukee, Utah. You're going to be 2 out at 87, 89, and 90. Get ready. Tyler Tryon, Caden Perfili at 86. You're next. They're clean 709. 709. Tyler Tryon, Caden Perfili at 86. They'll be followed by Hagen Peterson, Scott Milwaukee at 87, 88. Clay Tryon and Jake Long, 89, 90. Get ready. They're clean, going to be 6 and 19, 619. Here's Hagen and Scott, 87. Let's go to Utah to row. Before my Clay Tryon and Jake Long get 88, 89. Lightning and Jonathan, be ready. They're going to be here no time. Let's go to Clay and Jake. Here's 88. Lightning and Jonathan at 89. Be ready. Let's go to Clay Tryon, man with over $3 million gathered in his professional career. Over $2 million for Jake, and darn it, boys, we're no time. Lightning Aguilera, Jonathan Torres, 89. And then 90, Andrew Ward, Colin Von On, J.C. Yaquo, Logan Moore at 91, 2 and 3. Be ready. Andrew Ward, Colin Von On at 90 next. Smooth going to be 603, 603. Andrew Ward, Colin Von On, here's 90. Then J.C. Yaquo, Logan Moore at 91. T. McLeod and Jake Edwards going to be 2 out at 92. 93, 4 and 5, begin ready. JC and Logan going to be next. This team here is clean with a barrier, 1609, too long, going to be no time. J.C. Yaquo and Logan Moore, here's 91. Be followed by 92, T. McLeod and Jake Edwards, then 93, Kid and Futrell. 94-5, begin ready. We'll get the arena cleared out. Thank you, guys. Seven and 42. 742. Let's go to T. McLeod and Jake Edwards, number 92. 93. Corey Kidd and Clay Futrell. Jake Cooper, Corey Hendrick going to be 2 out at 94. 5 and 6. Be thinking about it. When the arena's clear. Corey Kidd and Clay Futrell at 93 going to be next. +5 going to be 1142. 1142. Corey Kidd and Clay Futrell at 93. Then Jake Cooper, Corey Hendrick at 94. Cade Sherwood and Caden Prince at 95. 96 and 7. Have it on your mind. Jake Cooper, Corey Hendrick at 94 next. There no time. Let's go to Jake Cooper, Corey Hendrick at 94. Cade Sherwood, Caden Prince at 95. Corbin Rice and Josh Patton at 96. 97, 89, and then 100. Cade Sherwood and Caden Prince at 95 going to be next. This team here is no time. Let's go to Cade Sherwood. We're going to go to New Home, Texas, and Caden Prince out of Snyder. This is 95. Then Corbin Rice, Josh Patton at 96. Masters and Ashford at 97. 8, 9, and then 100. Did we? What did we get? We went for 2 scoops. We got 1. They're going to be here +5. They're 12.79, and that's too long. 12-second cut. The leg's too long. Going to be no time. Corbin Rice, Josh Patton, 96. That's rope. When the arena's clear, then Chad Masters, Ross Ashford at 97. Cole Davis and Catcher Gasperson at 98, 99, and then 100. Again, ropers, we appreciate you being ready to rope. Thank you. Thank you to the McGuire family. Thank you to Alex Jordan and Marcos Bustamante. Casey Davidson, Johnny Trotter, Brandon Burrow, thank you. Zach Salader, Ty Daniel Holler, we appreciate you. They're going to be here, clean but a barrier, 1682, too long for round 1. Thank you.
Going to be no Chad Masters, Ross Ashford.
Zach Salader, Ty Daniel.
98, Cole Davis, Catcher Gasperson, Kirchner, and Yakwo going to be 2 out at 99, then 100.
Cole Davis and Catcher Gasperson at 98 next. They're going to be here clean. They're going to be 1092. 1092. Cole Davis, Catcher Gasperson at 98. When the arena's cleared, be followed by 99, Curry Kirchner and LJ Yakwo, then 100. Justin Pruitt and Trent Vaught. 101 and 102 be getting ready. Six and 47. Curry and LJ 99, then Pruitt and Vaught 100, 101, Denton Parrish and Jace Helton 102 and 103. Ropers, we're headed your way. Be thinking about it. Justin Pruitt, Trent Vaught, 100 next. Yeah, for that, no time. Going to be no time. Justin Pruitt, Trent Vaught, 100. Denton Parrish, Jace Helton, 101. Wyatt and Peyton Bray at 102. When the arena's clear, ropers, let's get this rope out. And then we will get Justin Pruitt and Trent Vaught. We'll go to Arkansas, Greenbrier, Mena, Arkansas. Going to be no time. Let's go now to Denton Parish, Chase Elton, 101. Wyatt and Peyton Bray at 102. Snow and Northcott at 103. We've got 60 left in the go-round. 60 to finish off round number 1. Wyatt and Peyton Bray, 102. You're going to be next. 720 clean. 720. Let's go to Wyatt and Peyton, 102. Be followed by 103, Cody Snow and Nikki Northcott. Caleb Driggers, Paul Eves at 104. 105, 106, be ready. Cody Snow, Nikki Northcott, 103 next. 790. 790. Cody Snow, Nikki Northcott. Let's go to 103. Then 104, Caleb Driggers, Paul Eves, Chris Francis, and Tyler McKnight at 105. 106, be ready. Seven and 34. Let's go to Caleb and Paul, 104. These guys past world champions. Not together. Separate. But this is when the worlds collide. Driggers and Eves, 104. Chris Francis, Tyler McKnight at 105. Going to be next. Going to be no time. Let's go now to Chris Francis, Tyler McKnight. Ronan Orlando at 106. Tyler Wade, Travis Graves going to be 2 out at 107. 8, 9, and 10. Get ready. Ronan Orlando, 106. There's going to be no time. It's Roan and Orlando, 106. Tyler Wade, Travis Graves at 107. Manny Aguskiza, Levi Lord at 108. They're going to be here clean. They're going to be 825. 825. Let's go to Tyler Wade, Travis Graves, 107. Manny Aguskiza, Levi Lord at 108. Proctor and Hawkins at 109. Be getting ready. Here's Tyler Wade, Travis Graves, then 108. Manny Aguskiza, Levi Lord. Proctor Hawkins, 109, 110, 111. Be getting ready. Manny Aguskiza and Levi Lord, 108, you're next. 585. 585. Manny and Levi at 108, then Coleman Proctor, Buddy Hawkins, 109. 110, Clay Smith, Wesley Thorpe, 111, 112. Get ready to go. They're clean, going to be 583. 583. Coleman Proctor, Buddy Hawkins, 109. Then Clay Smith, Wesley Thorpe at 110. Levon and Kaysen at 111. Clay and Wesley at 110 next. Team here's going to be no time. Let's go to Clay Smith, Wesley Thorpe 110, Levon Gonzalez, Cason Hatley at 111. Appleton Gonzalez, be ready. I'm going to be here no time. No time. Levon and Cason 111. 112, Mason Appleton and J.R. Gonzalez. 113, Tyler Tryon, Cooper Freeman. 114-15, be ready. Mason and J.R. 112 next. There'll be 15 in penalties, 20-87, too long for round one. Going to be no time. Mason and JR 112. Tyler Tryon, Cooper Freeman at 113. Brown and Medlin going to be 2 out at 114. 115-16, be ready. Remember, Ropers, in round two, Team 40 will start that round. If you're anything after 40, you're going to be towards the front of that second go-round. Round two will start at Team 40. Here's Mason and JR, then Tyler Tryon and Cooper at 113. Tyler and Cooper at 113 going to be next. Going to be 749, 749. Here's Tyler Tryon, Cooper Freeman, 113. Luke Brown, Logan Medlin at 114. Colton Schmidt, Wyatt Cox at 115. $548. Luke Brown, Logan Medlin, 114. We follow by 115, Colton Schmidt, Wyatt Cox, Andrew Ward, Douglas Rich at 116. JC and Shea at 117. Be ready. $798. Let's go to Colton Schmidt and Wyatt Cox, 115. This team right here won the BFI a few years ago there in Reno when it was still in Reno, Nevada. We follow by Andrew Ward and Douglas Rich at 116, JC and Shea at 117. They're clean, but a barrier, 1656. Too long for round one. Going to be no time. Andrew Ward and Douglas Rich, 116. Then 117, J.C. Yaquo and Shea Carroll. 118, Jackson Tucker and Landon Glenn, going to be 2 out. Plus 5, going to be 1193. 1193. J.C. Yaquo, Shea Carroll at 117, Tucker and Glenn at 118, 19, and 20. Jackson and Landon, 118, going to be next. They slide it in for 2. They're going to be 8 and 21. 821. Get low. Jackson Tucker, Landon Glenn, 118. 119, Shane Sproul and Manny Flores, 120. Jet Trenary and Jake South. Shane Sproul, Manny Flores, 119, going to be next. No time. Here's Shane Sproul, Manny Flores, 119. Let's go to Arizona. We follow by Jet Trenary and Jake South at 120. Trey Goulet and Denham Ross are going to be 2 out. Alberta at 121. 122 and 3. Be ready. Veterinarian Jake South next out. Are going to be no time. Let's go now to Veterinary Jake South, 120. 121, Trey Galley and Denham Ross. Then Lopez and Hare going to be 2 out at 122. 41 teams left to go in the go-round. Trey and Denham, come on in, 121. No time. It's Trey Galley and Denham Ross, 121. Stratton Lopez, Dodge Hare at 122. Stephen Ramon and John Heisel at 123. You're going to be 2 away. 4-5, get ready. Stratton and Dodge, 122. You're going to be next out. $12.22, and that's too long for the first round. $12.22. Too long, no time. Stratton Lopez, Dodge Hare, 122. Then Stephen Ramon, John Heisel at 123. Cole Davis, Gabe Williams at 124. You're going to be 2 away. 5 and 6, get ready. Stephen Ramon, John Heisel, 123. Please ride in. He'll follow this team in the arena. Mitchell Pipe and Supply, we thank you and all your support. Mustang Energy Services, thank you for being a part of this great event, as well as Orbit Oil Company. And no time. Stephen Ramon, John Heisel, 123. Then 124, Cole Davis, Gabe Williams, Kirchner, Thompson, 2 out at 125. 126, 7, get ready. Going to be no time. Cole Davis, Gabe Williams are up. Here's 124. Curry and Tyson at 125. 126, Justin Pruitt, Thomas Smith. 127 will be Parrish and Milwaukee. Here's Cole Davis, Gabe Williams, 124. 37 left in the go-round. Curry and Tyson at 125. You're going to be next. Going to be no time. Let's go now to Curry and Tyson, 125. Justin Pruitt, Thomas Smith, 126. Denton Parrish, Scott Milwaukee at 127, 8, 9, and 130. That'll be plus 5, 12, and 33, and that's too long for the first round. There's no time. Justin Pruitt, Thomas Smith, let's go to 126. Then Denton Parrish, Scott Milwaukee at 127. Chad Masters, Peyton Bray at 128, 9, and Ben 130. Plus 5, 12, 85. Too long with a leg, no time. Denton Parrish, Scott Milwaukee at 127. Then Chad Masters, Peyton Bray at 128. Cody Snow, Hunter Cook at 129. 130, 31, 2. Be ready. Chad Masters, Peyton Bray, 128 next out. Come on. They're going to be $7.99. $7.99. Chad Masters, Peyton Bray, 128. Then 129, Cody Snow and Hunter Cook. Caleb Driggers, Colin Vaughn on at 130. 131, 32. Be getting ready. Cody Snow, Hunter Cook, 129, going to be next out. They're going to be 689. 689. It's Cody Snow and Hunter Cook, 129. Caleb Driggers, Colin Vaughn on at 130. Then Chris Francis, Josh Patton at 131. 132.3 be getting ready. They are clean with a barrier, though, 16:06, and too long for the first round. Going to be no time. No time with that barrier. Caleb Driggers, Colin Vaughn on at 130. Then Chris Francis, Josh Patton at 131. Oldfield and Frizzell going to be 2 out at 132. 33 and 4. Be ready. They're good. They're going to be 7-10 clean. Chris Francis, Josh Patton, 131 to rope. 132, Ron Oldfield, Kelby Frizzell, then Bashir Zimpal at 133. 34 and 5. Be getting ready. $640. Ron Oldfield and Kelby Frizzell, 132. Then Kyler Bashirs and Hayden Powell at 133. Wyatt Bray and Kobe Payne going to be 2 out at 134, 35, and 136. Be getting ready. Plus 5, 1373. Too long with that leg. Going to be no time. Kyler Bashirs and Hayden Powell at 133. Then Wyatt Bray, Kobe Payne at 134. Kreitz and Passett going to be 2 out at 135, 6, and 7. Be ready. You're going to be here clean, but a barrier, 17-20, and that's too long for the first round. No time. Let's go to Wyatt Bray, Kobe Payne, 134. 135, Brian Kreitz, Cade Passig, then 136, 7, and 8. Get ready. There's 7 and 24. Clean, 7:24. Brian Kreitz, Cade Passig, 135. Be followed by 136, Levon and Darian Gonzalez. Lamont and Gasperson going to be 2 out at 137, 138, 9, and 140. Be ready. Five in the field. They're going to be 11 and 59, 11-5-9. Let's go to Levon and Darian. Here's 136. Then Newt Lamont and Catcher Gasperson at 137. Appleton and Freeman, you'll be 2 out at 138, 9, and 140. Newton Catcher, 137 next. They're clean, 907. 907, Newton Catcher is 137. Be followed by 138, Mason Appleton and Cooper Freeman. James and Cervantes 2 out at 139, and then 140. Mason and Cooper, you're going to be next out. They're clean, but that barrier gives you 10, 17:49, too long for round one, going to be no time. Mason Appleton, Cooper Freeman, 138th, and Tanner James, Rene Cervantes at 139, Brown and Cox at 140, 141 and 2. Be ready. Tanner James, Rene Cervantes at 139, going to be next. I going to be no time. Tanner James, Rene Cervantes, here's 139, Stephenville, Texas, and Jalna, Mexico. We followed by Luke Brown, Wyatt Cox at 140, Andrew Ward, Levi Lord at 141, 142 and 3. 22 left in the go-round. Tractor driver, we will drag in 22. Luke Brown, Wyatt Cox, 140 next. I'm going to be cleaning the field. A barrier gives you 10. That's 20-20. Too long, and don't look back. Going to be Brown and Cox, 140, be no time. It'll be Brown and Cox, 140, Ward and Lord at 141, 142. I don't like looking back. I hate it so much, I took the rearview mirror out of that old Ram truck. I don't look back. It's going to be Brown and Cox and Ward and Lord at 141 next out. 797. Let's go to Andrew and Levi, 141. JC and Buddy at 142. JC Yanquo and Buddy Hawkins at 142. You're going to be next. We got 5 on it. They're going to be 1182. Let's go to JC Yanquo and Buddy Hawkins, 142, and the arena's clear. Then with all 143, Hagen Peterson and Chase Tryon, 144, Shane Sproul and Kevin Lazarus, going to be 2 out. Hagen Peterson and Chase Tryon, you're next, 143. Plus 5, 1371, too long, no time. Hagen Peterson, Chase Tryon, 143. Then Shane Sproul, Kevin Lazarus at 144. Blaine Turner and Trent Vaught going to be 2 out at 145, 6 and 7. Be getting ready. Shane Sproul and Kevin Lazarus, you're going to be next out. Going to be no time here. Here's Shane and Kevin, 144. Then Blaine Turner, Trent Vaught at 145. Torrey Morrison and Cooper Hahn going to be 2 out at 146, 147, 48. Be getting ready. Blaine and Trent at 145 next out. Oh, yeah. 756. 756. Blaine Turner, Trent Vaught, 145. Then Torrey Morrison, Cooper Hogg at 146. Sharp and Hare going to be 2 out at 147, 8, 9, and 150. Torrey Morrison, Cooper Hogg, 146 are going to be next out. going to be here 8:05. 8:05. It's Tori Morrison, Cooper Hogg, 146, and John Sharp and Dudge Hare at 147. Stephen and Orlando, 2 out at 148. John Sharp, Dodge Hare, 147. Come on in. The box is yours. You're going to be next out. 753, 753. It's John Sharp, Dodge Hare, 147. Stephen and Orlando at 148. Trinary and Heisel going to be 2 out at 149, then 150. Stephen and Orlando at 148 next out. There are no time. Stephen and Orlando at 148, then 149. Jet Trinary and John Heisel. Wyatt and Mitchell going to be 2 out at 150, 151 and 2. We'll be getting ready. Just 13 left here in the go-round. Again, we'll start round 2 after the drag at Team 40. Team 40, you will be first out, and we'll work our way down. +5, going to be 12:04, and that's just barely too long with that leg. Going to be no time. Jet Trinary and John Heisel, 149. Then Nelson Wyatt, Lane Mitchell at 150. Pruitt and Yaquo at 151. $776. 776, Nelson Wyatt and Lane Mitchell, 150. Pruitt and Yaquo at 151. Lopez and Prince. Justin and LJ, 151, going to be next out. +5, going to be 12:36, and that's too long. Justin Pruitt, and that's no time. Justin and LJ at 151, then Stratton Lopez, Caden Prince at 152. Lightning and Payton going to be 2 out at 153. 10 to go. +5, they're 12:07, and that's too long. Going to be no time. Stratton Lopez, Caden Prince, 152. Then Lightning and Payton at 153. 54, Tryon and Cook. Get ready. Lightning and Payton, 153, going to be next to go. They're 874 clean. 874. Lightning Aguilera and Peyton Brayers, 153. Then we followed by Clay Tryon, Hunter Cook at 154. Caleb Driggers, Wesley Thorpe, 2 out at 155. Clay Tryon and Hunter Cook at 154 next out. Smooth here going to be 6 and 37. 6:37. Here's Clay and Hunter, 154. Caleb Driggers, Wesley Thorpe at 155. Chris Francis, Kate Passett going to be 2 out at 156. 7 and 8, 9 and 60. And then our tractor. We're just 7 away from our tractor. Again, Rovers will start at Team 40 and work our way down. So if you are Team 40 or a team that is 40, get ready. You're going to be the top of round 2. Caleb Driggers, Wesley Thorpe, 155 next out. 7:01. 7:01. Here's Caleb Driggers. Wesley Thorpe, 155. Chris Francis, Kate Passig, 156. Jordan Lewicki at 157. Oh, nice. 599. When the arena's clear, it'll be Chris Francis, Kate Passig at 156. Let's get the arena clear. Ben and Scott, 157. You'll follow this team. Here's Chris Francis, Kate Passig. Ben and Scott, 157, going to be next. Going to be clean, 10 at the line, going to be 17:52, too long. No time. Ben Jordan, Scott Lewicki, 157. Ben and Scott, 157, then Snow and Vaughn on 58, 9, 160, and then we'll drag. There, no time. Cody Snow, Colin Vaughn on 158. 159, Kyler Bashirs, Kelby Frizzell, Smith and Payne, 160, and then we'll drag. After the drag, it'll be Team 40 to kick it off. Round 2. Kyler Bashirs, Kelby Frizzell, 159, going to be next out. 660. Kyler Bashirs, Kelby Frizzell, 159, then Smith and Payne at 160. No time. Clay Smith, Colby Payne, 160. You're going to end the go-around. Tractor driver, you're up next. Again, round 2 will start at team number 40. That's Bridger Ketchum and Kelby Frizzell, guys. Wyatt Imus, Tyler McKnight at 44. You'll be second out. Newton Jojo at 48. Third out, Brian Kreitz, Tyler Worley at 52. That's going to be your first few teams in round 2. Again, we'll start at 40. Here's Clay and Colby. 74 have caught. This could be 75. There's 7-19, 7-19. We'll have 75 teams to rope in round number 2, 75. Let's bring the tractor in and drag it up. After the drag, Bridger Ketchum, Kelby Frizzell, Wyatt Imus, Tyler McKnight, Newton, Jojo Lamont, 48, Kreitz and Worley. You'll be the first few teams out in that second round here. The West Texas Open. Ropers, go ahead and stretch your legs out. We'll be right back here for round number 2. Turn that off.
Our livelihood revolves around the longevity of our horses. I mean, they're athletes, and we got to take care of them too.
And that's why we want to give them the very best thing we can, keeping them sound and feeling fresh. There's no sugars, no starches, no fillers. It's 100% amino acids. You feed it daily, so it's just great all around.
It made us believers. Just for muscle soreness and building their legs up and helping those horses recover faster is huge, not only for their well-being, but for our success.
Equinety, helping horses worldwide.
All right, this is one of our top sellers as a hinge port. You know, a lot of headers and heelers like this one because you see the swivel action on it, so you can pick up that left shoulder with the left side, the right shoulder with the right side. Kind of helps with your head horse move or your heel horse move, you know, kind of keeping that shoulder picked up, keeping them from shouldering in.
We are chasing a dream, one that tests our grit, our faith, our courage. This dream calls us. It unites us. Here's to those who lead this life.
You know, our livelihood revolves around the longevity of our horses. I mean, they're athletes, and we got to take care of them too.
And that's why we want to give them the very best thing we can, keeping them sound and feeling fresh. There's no sugars, no starches, no fillers. It's 100% amino acids. You feed it daily, so it's just great all around.
It made us believers. Just for muscle soreness and building their legs up and helping those horses recover faster is huge, not only for their well-being, but for our success.
Equinety, helping horses worldwide.
All right, this is one of our top sellers as a hinge port. You know, a lot of headers and heelers like this one because you see the swivel action on it, so you can pick up that left shoulder with the left side, the right shoulder with the right side. Kind of helps with your head horse move or your heel horse move, you know, kind of keeping that shoulder picked up, keeping them from shouldering in.
are chasing a dream. One that tests our grit, our faith.
All right, everybody start gathering around. Round number 2 is about ready to get underway here. We've got 75 teams coming back. We'll get everything situated. It'll be Team 40, Bridger Ketchum and Calby Frizzell. Excellent first go-round here, the West Texas Open. The Theresa Paul Memorial, 20,000 added. We're ready to go. Round number 2. Remember, we'll take the top 20 on 4 head to that short round. It'll be the best on 5. See who's going to take the top spot in the Sunny Silver Spurs home. Here we go. Ketchum and Frizzell. Imus and McKnight at 44 going to be next. The team here's going to be No Time. Now to row. Going to be 44, Wyatt Imus and Tyler McKnight. Newton JoJo at 48, Kreitz and Worley at 52, 54. Wade and Long be getting ready. I'll be coming to you here in just a moment. Newton JoJo going to be next. Going to be No Time. It's going out to Lamont and Lamont. It's going to be 48 to rope. This is starting round number 2. And then 52, Bry Kreitz, Tyler Worley. 54, Tyler Wade. Jake Long going to be 2 out. Be getting ready. That's Newton JoJo, 7 and 37. Brian Tyler, 52, you're going to be next out. They're going to be here 804. 804. Their total is 1541 on 2. 1541. Bry Kreitz, Tyler Worley. Here's team 52. When the arena's clear, this team will rope, but it'll be Kreitz and Worley. They had a 5 and 43 in round number 1. They're off to a great start. Tyler Wade and Jake Long at 54 to follow. Then Tyler and Chase Tryon at 55. You're going to be 2 teams out. You be thinking about it. Yeah, 582. They're like, we want 5. Give me 5. They're going to be 1125 on 2 with that change. 11 and 25. It's Tyler Wade and Jake Long, team number 54 with an 1196 in round 1. They'll be followed by Tyler and Chase at 55. Hagan and Ross are going to be 2 out. Team number 56 are 2 away. Tyler and Chase, 55 next to go. Here, No Time. Let's go to Tyler and Chase, 55 with a 683. They'll be followed by 56, Peterson and Ashford. They're going to be here 6 and 66. They're 1349 on 2. That's a pretty good spot to be in. Hagan Peterson and Ross Ashford, 56 with a 7 and 95. They'll be followed by Trey Galley and T. McLeod at 59, 60, Duty and Edwards. Here's Hagan and Ross, Utah, Texas. Trey and T at 59 going to be next to go. They're going to be cleaning the field. A barrier gives them 10. They're 1893. Their total is 2688 on 2. It's Trey Galley and T. McLeod, 59. Time to make it happen, guys. You're 7:55 in round 1. Cash Duty, Jake Edwards, fill the boxes, 60. They are now yours. Seven and 33 clean. They're 1488 on 2. Let's go to Cash Duty, Jake Edwards, 60 with an 8 and 43 to rope. We'll get it all squared away. There is Cash and Jake, 60 with an 8:43. Corey Kidd, Douglas Rich, come on in, 62 next out. They take a no time. We're going to run with Corey Kidd, Douglas Rich, 62, then 3. Jake Cooper, Blaine Vick, Sherwood Cotton, going to be 2 out at 64. 5 and 6, be ready. Jake Cooper, Blaine Vick, 63 next. Going to be no time. Let's go to Jake Cooper, Blaine Vick, 63 with an 8:55. Then Cade Sherwood, Cade Cotton, 64. Rice and Helton going to be 2 out at 65. 6 and 8, begin ready. There'll be no time. Cade Sherwood, Cade Cotton, 64 with a 7 and 49. Corbin Rice, Jace Helton at 65. Masters and Cox are going to be 2 out at 66. 68, 78. Be ready. Going to be no time. Let's go to Corbin Rice, Jace Helton, 65, 66, Masters and Cox, 68, 78, 82. And no time. It's going to be Chad Masters, Wyatt Cox, 66 with a 699, then 68, Stephen Ramon and LJ Yaquo, 78, Oldfield and Heisel. Be ready. Stephen Ramon, LJ Yaquo at 68. You're going to be next out. Plus 5, a leg. Going to be 1092 with the penalty. 1092. Their total 1791. Stephen Ramon, LJ Yaquo 68th, and Ron Oldfield and John Heisel at 78. 82. Crease and Tyson Thompson. You're going to be 2 teams out. Ron Oldfield and John Heisel, 78 next. This team is 5 in the field. They're 1272. Their total is 2170. Ron and John, 78 with a 976. And Crease and Tyson, 82. 83. Kreitz and Payne, 84, 5, and 6. Start getting ready. We're going to be to you in just a moment. We're going to go to New Mexico. In the meantime, here's the land of enchantment. They are 767. They're 1743 on 2. Here's Creason Tyson, 750. Kreitz and Payne at 83, 84. Orman and Worley, 85, 6, and 9. Be ready for your second. Bry Kreitz and Kobe Payne, 83 next out. 720. They're 1470 on 2. Bry Kreitz, Kobe Payne, 83 with a 7 and 37. They'll be followed by Jake Orman, Tyler Worley at 84. Now, Team 82, Creason Tyson, you guys will start round 3. Thompsons will start round 3. We'll start at 82 and work our way down. Jake Orman, Tyler Worley at 84 next. They're going to be here clean, but a barrier 1743. They're 2480. You guys will be second out in that third round. Jake Orman, Tyler Worley, 84 with a 618. Then Appleton and Smith at 85, 86. Tryon and Profili. Mason and Thomas, 85 next out. No time. Mason Appleton, Thomas Smith, 85, then 86. Tyler Tryon and Caden Profili, 89. Lightning and Jonathan going to be 2 out. $779. They're 1488 on 2. Tyler Tryon and Caden Profili at 86 with a 619. Aguilera and Torres 89, then 91. Yaquo and Moore. Aren't going to be no time. Lightning Aguilera, Jonathan Torres at 89 with a 603. Then 91, Yaquo and Moore, McLeod and Edwards 92. No time. Let's roll for J.C. Yaquo and Logan Moore, 91 with a 7 and 42. They'll be followed by T. McLeod and Jake Edwards at 92. Masters and Ashford at 97, 98, and 101. Be ready to go. Going to be here no time. It's going to be T and Jake, 92. T and Jake, 92, then 11:42. Masters and Ashford at 97, 98, and then 101. Chad Masters, Ross Ashford, 97. Gonna be no time. Chad and Ross, 97 of the 1092. Then Cole Davis, catcher Gasperson, 98. 101, Parrish and Helton, 102 and 3. Begin ready. Here's Chad and Ross, 97. Then Cole Davis, catcher Gasperson, 98. 101, be ready. Cole Davis and catcher Gasperson, next out. Going to be no time. Let's go to Cole and catcher, 98 with a 647. Be followed by Parrish and Helton at 101, 102, Wyatt and Peyton Bray. 103, 106, be getting ready. There'll be no time. Let's go down to Denton Parrish. Jace Helton, 101. Brays at 102, 103. Snow and Northcott. Going to be here clean, but a barrier. 1661. Their total is going to be 2381 on 2. Wyatt and Payton, 102 with a 790, and that'll be Cody Snow, Nikki Northcott at 103. Roan and Orlando, 2 out at 106, 7 and 8. No time. That's going to Cody Snow, Nikki Northcott, 103 with a 7 and 34. Ronan Orlando, 106, 107. Wade and Graves, 108 and 112. Have it on your mind. 47 left to go here in round 2. West Texas Open. Roan and Orlando, 106 next. Plus 5, 11 and 57. Total is going to be 1891. It's Roan and Orlando 106. They had an 825 in that first go. They'll be followed by Tyler Wade and Travis Graves at 107. 108 going to be Manny and Levi, 2 out. Thanks again to Ty Daniel Holler, Marcos Bustamante, Alex Jordan, Casey Davidson, Johnny Trotter, Brandon Burrow, Zach Saladier. Thank you for all your support. Craig Moore family and McGuire family, we appreciate you. 7 and 20. Heron family, thank you. Your total, 1545 on 2. Here's Tyler Wade and Travis Graves, 107 with a 585. Then Manny Aguskiza and Levi Lord at 108, 112. Mason and JR, 2 away. We'll take that. That'll work too. 707. They're 1292 on 2. 1292. Here's Manny and Levi, 108 with a 583. Here they come. Mason and JR, 112 next out. 705. Clean. They're 1288 on 2. Here's Mason and JR, 112 with a 7 and 49. Then Tyler Tryon, Cooper Freeman at 113. Luke Brown and Logan Mellon going to be 2 out at 114. Be getting ready. Tyler Tryon and Cooper Freeman, 113. You're going to be next to go. 709. They're 1458 on 2. Let's go down to Tyler and Cooper, 113. Brown and Mellon, 114. 116, Ward and Rich. Ain't taking no time. Let's go now to Luke and Logan, 114 with a 7 and 98. Andrew Ward, Douglas Rich at 116. Be ready. Andrew Ward, Douglas Rich, 116 next. They're clean. They're going to be 891 total for them. 1689 on 2. Andrew Ward and Douglas Rich, 116 with an 1193. They'll be followed by J.C. Yaquo and Shea Carroll at 117. 127, Denton Parrish and Scott Luwaki. We're going to be doing a lot of jumping around here. So jump with me. Ward and Rich at 116, 117. Yaquo and Carroll, 127. Be ready. J.C. and Shea, 117 next out. Clean with a barrier 1584. Total 2777. Here's JC and Shea 117. Then 127 Denton Parrish, Scott Luwaki. 128 Masters and Bray. 130. You're going to be 3 away. Denton Parrish and Scott Luwaki. 1-2, skip a few, and now we're to you. Going to be here no time. Let's go to 127. Denton and Scott. They rode with a 7 and 99, and that'll be Chad Masters, Peyton Bray at 128, 130, Driggers, and Vaughn on. They're going to be here 7 and 77. That puts them at 1576 on a pair. It's Chad Masters, Peyton Bray, 128. They're ready to rope with a 689. They'll be followed by Caleb Driggers, Colin Vaughn on at 130, 131, Chris Francis and Josh Patton. 134, 35, get ready to rope. 37 teams, and then we'll drag before round 3. 37 teams before the next tractor drag. Caleb Driggers, Colin Vaughn on at 130 next. 7 and 55. They're 1444 on 2. 1444. Caleb Driggers, Colin Vaughn on 130 with a 7 and 10. Then Chris Francis, Josh Patton at 131. Bray and Payne, that's Wyatt and Kobe. You're going to be 2 out at 134. Chris Francis, Josh Patton, you may ride in 131. You'll follow this team. Plus 5, 1164. With that leg, they're 1874 on 2. Here's Chris and Josh, 131. They rode with a 640. Wyatt Bray and Kobe Payne at 134. Then Bry Kreitz, Cade Passett going to be 2 out at 135. Wyatt Bray, Kobe Payne, 134 next. Going to be no time here. It's Bray and Payne, 134. Kreitz and Passig, 135. Levon and Darian, you're going to be 2 out at 136, and then it'll be 140. $746. They're 1470 on 2. 1470. Brian Kreitz, Cade Passig, 135 with an 11 and 59, and there'll be Levon and Darian at 136. 140, Luke Brown and Wyatt Cox, 141 and 144. Get ready for your second steer. It is coming. Levon and Darian Gonzalez at 136. You're next. Smooth in the field. 10 at the line. 1698. Total is 2857 on 2. Levon and Darian Gonzalez, 136. It's Hobbs, New Mexico. They rope with a 907 from go round 1. Then Luke Brown, Wyatt Cox at 140. 141, Andrew Ward and Levi Lord. You're going to be 2 out. Luke Brown, Wyatt Cox, 140 next. 15 in penalties. They're going to be 21.89 with a barrier and a leg. That 689 turns into 2189. Their total 3096 on 2. Luke Brown and Wyatt Conks at 140 with a 797. They'll be followed by Andrew Ward and Levi Lord at 141. 144, Sproul and Lazarus are going to be 2 out. Andrew and Levi, come on in, 141. 587, making up time. They're 1384 on 2. Andrew Ward and Levi Lord, 141 with an 1182 in round 1. They'll be followed by 144, Shane Sproul and Kevin Lazarus. 145, be ready. Sproul and Lazarus next to go, 144. They double it up. They're 656. They're 1838 on 2. Here's Shane Sproul, Kevin Lazarus, 144 with a 7 and 56. Blaine Turner, Trent Vaught at 145, then 146. Tori Morrison and Cooper Hogg, you're 2 out. Blaine Turner and Trent Vaught, Arkansas. You rope next at 145, be ready. 672 on this steer. They're going to be 1428 on 2. Let's get the arena cleared out. We got a lot going on. It'll be Arkansas when it's clear with Turner and Vaught at 145, Morrison and Hogg at 146, 149, Jet Trenary and John Heisel 2 out. All right, no time. Let's go to Tori Morrison, Cooper Hogg, 146. With a 753, then Jed and John at 149, 152. Stratton Lopez, Caden Prince. Remember, Rovers, once we get down to 160, it'll be Kirchner McKnight at 1 for their second. All right, 146. About 8 or 9 away from getting to Team 1 for their second round. Cleaning the field, 10 at the line, 17-22. Total, 24-75 on 2. Chet Trenary and John Heisel, 149 with a 776. Then Stratton Lopez, Caden Prince at 152, 153. Lightning Aguilera and Peyton Bray. Well, we paid 2 fast time monies in that first round of 543. Bry Crines, Tyler Worley, 1,200. 548, Tyler Trine and Cooper Freeman. You'll split 800. Let's go to Jet Trenary and John Heisel, 149. Lopez and Prince at 152 to follow. $850, $850. Their total is $1626. Stratton Lopez, Caden Prince, 152 with an 874. Then 153, Lightning Aguilera and Peyton Bray. 154, Clay Tryon and Hunter Cook. 155, 58, 160, and then Team 1. 6 away from Team 1 for your second steer. There's going to be no time. Now to go. It's going to be Lightning Aguilera, Peyton Bray. Team 153 with a 6 and 37. Clay Tryon, Hunter Cook at 154. Driggers and Thorpe at 155. Clay Tryon and Hunter Cook next out. No time at 153. Let's take it to 154. Clay Tryon and Hunter Cook with a 701. Caleb Driggers, Wesley Thorpe at 155. Snow and Vaughn on 158. 160, Smith and Payne, and then Team 1. Caleb and Wesley, 155. You're going to be next. Oh, time. Caleb Driggers, Wesley Thorpe, 155 with a 5 and 99. Then Cody Snow, Colin Vaughn on at 158, 160, Smith and Payne. And then to the top of the list for round 2, Kirchner McKnight at 1, Nelson Wyatt, Logan Medlin at team 2. Be ready for your second. 3 away from getting to the top of the list. Cody Snow, Cullen Vaughn on at 158 next out. No time. Cody and Colin 158, then Clay Smith, Kobe Payne 160, then team 1. Seven and 62. 1422. Their total. Clay Smith, Kobe Payne, 160 to rope, and then it'll be team number 1. Curry Kirchner, Tyler McKnight, Nelson Wyatt, Logan Medlin at 2. Team 4, Cash Duty, Ross Ashford. All be ready for your second. Only 20 teams left in round 2. Only 20 to go. .602. Their total's 1321 on 2. Here is team number 1 to rope. Here's Curry Kirchner and Tyler McKnight with a 7 and 21. We followed by Nelson Wyatt, Logan Medlin at team 2, Duty and Ashford at 4. Team 7, 8, 9, and 10, all be ready. Tractor driver, we are 19 teams away from a drag. 19. Nelson Wyatt and Logan Medlin at team 2 next. No time. Nelson and Logan, team 2 with an 11 and 29. Be followed by Cash Duty, Ross Ashford at 4. Then team 7, Riley Kittle and Logan Moore. There's no time. Cash Duty, Ross Ashford, team 4 with a 785. You're up. Riley Kittle, Logan Moore, you'll follow at team 7, then 8, Jay Gorman and Corey Hendrick. Riley Kittle, Logan Moore at 7 next. 667. 1452 on 2. Riley Kittle and Logan Moore, team 7 with a 7 and 11. Then Orman and Hendrick at 8, 9, and 10. Ropers, remember that third round we will start at team number 82. Crease and Tyson. Kreitz and Payne at 83. Appleton and Smith. That's for the third round. We'll start at 82. Only 16 teams to go here in round 2. Jake Orman, Corey Hendrick at 8. You'll follow this team. 7 and 15 clean in the field. Total 1426. Jake Orman, Corey Hendrick. Here's 8 with a 607. Then Tyler Waters, Blaine Vick at 9. Team 10, Brenton Hall and Tyler Worley. Again, Ropers, thank you for coming out. And again, thank you to our shoot crew. We appreciate these guys and gals here pushing up the cattle here in the front and there at the back. Ropers, please be sure to tell them thank you as well. Jake Orman, Corey Hendrick at 8. I don't think I'll get back till Wednesday. I'm going to rest. Because it's 4 hours home. And I know that's not long, but gosh, dang. It sure feels like it. It was, it's almost 5 hours to Guthrie, or 4.5 to Stephenville, then 6 hours, then 2 hours this morning, 2 hours back, and then 4 hours. Yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit. 6 and 35. They're 12:42. Let's go to Tyler Waters and Blaine Vick, 9 with a 7 and 46. Brenton Hall, Tyler Worley at 10, then 14, Blandon Williams. 18, 19, 20, get ready. 7 and 33. Their total is going to be 14.79 on 2. It's Brent and Tyler 10 of the 627. Brandon Williams at 14. Are going to be here clean. They got a barrier, though, 1841. They are 24.68 on 2. Jace Bland, Gabe Williams, 14 with a 10.47. Then Wyatt and Jake at 18.19. Carolyn Woodfin. Going to be no time. Let's go down to Wyatt Imus, Jake Edwards, 18. We have 11 to go before we drag. 11 before we drag. 9.82 for Imus and Edwards. Shea and Will at 19, then 20, Turner and Davis. Plus 5, going to be 12.13. 21.95 on 2. Shea Carroll, Will Woodfin, 19. They have them a 7 and 16. They'll be followed by Dalton Turner, Jace Davis at 20, Dustin Aguskiza, Jake Long at 22. 3-5, get ready to go. There's going to be no time. Let's go down to Dalton Turner, Jace Davis at 20 with an 8 and 18. Dustin and Jake at 22. Manny and Lane at 23. Going to be 2 out. Dalton and Chase, here's 20 with an 8 and 18. Going to be no time. It's going to Dustin Aguskiza, Jake Long, 22 with a 7 and 51. Manny Aguskiza, Lane Mitchell at 23. 25 going to be Sharp and Powell. Going to be 2 out. Manny and Lane at 23. You're going to be next to go. There's going to be no time. Let's go to Manny Aguskiza, Lane Mitchell, 23 with an 8.82. John Sharp, Hayden Powell at 25. 27, Wade and Thorpe. 30, 32, 3 and 5. And then we'll drag. We're 7 away from the end of the go-round. Seven and 73, 773. Their total is going to be 16.55 on 2. John Sharp, Hayden Powell at 25 with a 10.14. Then Tyler Wade, Wesley Thorpe at 27. Team 30, Cash Duty and Dodge Hare. They're going to be 1185 with a leg. 1185. 21.99. 21.99. It's Tyler Wesley, 27, the 617 duty in air at 30. Ain't going to be no time. It's going to be Cash Duty Dodge Air 30 with a 674. T. McLeod, Denham Ross 32, 33.5. Then our tractor, 4 away. Plus 5 going to be 1202. 1876 on 2. T. McLeod, Denham Ross 32, the 645. Kittle and Helton at 33. Orman and Vic at 35. They're clean with 10 of the line, 1662. Total is going to be 2307. We got 2 to rope. Riley Kittle, Jace Helton, 33 with an 8 and 12. Orman and Vic at 35. Then our tractor. 2 away from completing round 2. No time, 1 to go. It'll be Jake Orman, Blaine Vick, 35 with a 7 and 28. We have 42 teams that have caught their second. This can be 43. Going to be no time. 42 teams coming back to the third round. 42. We'll bring the tractor in and drag it up. After the drag, it'll be team number 82, Creason, Tyson Thompson, to kick it off for us. 83, Bry Kreitz, Kobe Payne. 85, Appleton and Smith. 101, Denton Parrish, Jace Helton. There's going to be lots of skips. We'll be back with the third round after the drag.
Our livelihood revolves around the longevity of our horses. I mean, they're athletes, and we got to take care of them too.
And that's why we want to give them the very best thing we can, keeping them sound and feeling fresh. There's no sugars, no starches, no fillers. It's 100% amino acids. You feed it daily, so it's just great all around.
It made us believers. Just for muscle soreness and building their legs up and helping those horses recover faster is huge, not only for their well-being, but for our success.
Equinety, helping horses worldwide.
All right, this is one of our top sellers as a hinge port. You know, a lot of headers and heelers like this one because you see the swivel action on it, so you can pick up that left shoulder with the left side, the right shoulder with the right side. Kind of helps with your head horse move or your heel horse move, you know, kind of keeping that shoulder picked up, keeping them from shouldering in.
are chasing a dream. One that tests our grit, our faith, our courage. This dream calls us. It unites us. Here's to those who lead this life.
You know, our livelihood revolves around the longevity of our horses. I mean, they're athletes, and we got to take care of them too.
And that's why we want to give them the very best thing we can, keeping them sound and feeling fresh. There's no sugars, no starches, no fillers. It's 100% amino acids. You feed it daily, so it's just great all around.
It made us believers. Just for muscle soreness and building their legs up and helping those horses recover faster is huge, not only for their well-being, but for our success.
Equinity, helping horses worldwide.
All right, this is one of our top sellers as a hinge port. You know, a lot of headers and heelers like this one because you see the swivel action on it, so you can pick up that left shoulder with the left side, the right shoulder with the right side. Kind of helps with your head horse move or your heel horse move, you know, kind of keeping that shoulder picked up, keeping them from shouldering in.
You know, our livelihood revolves around the longevity of our horses. I mean, they're athletes, and we got to take care of them too.
And that's why we want to give them the very best thing we can, keeping them sound and feeling fresh. There's no sugars, no starches, no fillers. It's 100% amino acids. You feed it daily, so it's just great all around.
It made us believers. Just for muscle soreness and building their legs up and helping those horses recover faster is huge, not only for their well-being, but for our success.
Equinity, helping horses worldwide.
All right, this is one of our top sellers as a hinge port. You know, a lot of headers and heelers like this one because you see the swivel action on it, so you can pick up that left shoulder with the left side, the right shoulder with the right side. Kind of helps with your head horse move or your heel horse move, you know, kind of keeping that shoulder picked up, keeping them from shouldering in.
All right, here's round number 3. We've got 42 teams to rope. Let's go to Creason Tyson, 82 with a 1470. 1470, Crichton Payne at 83, 85, and 101. Begin ready. We've got 42 to rope. Another go-around will take the top 20 on 4 head. Here's Creason Tyson, 82. We're going to find out here just in about an hour or so, hour and a half or so. It'll be Creason Tyson, 82. Yankee, it's 103, 106. Ronan, Orlando, 107. Wade and Graves, be ready. +5 going to be 12 and 17. 12 and 17. They're 3108. Ronan, Orlando, 106. Wade and Graves, 107. Are going to be here 10 and 5. Going to be 15 in penalties. They are 22-10. They're 37 and 55. Tyler and Travis, 107. Eguskis and Lord, 108. Right over here, 7 and 27. They're 2019. Manny and Levi, 108. Appleton and Gonzalez, 112. 14, Brown and Medlin. There's 6 and 14. 1902. Mason and JR 12, Brown and Medlin 14, Ward and Rich at 16, 127 and 28. Be ready. Luke Brown, Logan Medlin at 114 going to be next. 7 flat. They're 21.58. Brown and Medlin 14, Ward and Rich at 16, 127. Parrish and Luwaki. Andrew and Douglas, 116, going to be next. It's going to be here, no time. Let's go now to Andrew and Douglas, 116. Parrish and Milwaukee, 27, 28. Be ready. All right, going to be no time. Let's go down to Denton Scott, 27 of the 1576. Masters and Bray, 28, 130, 34. Be ready. They're 7 and 51. They're 23 and 27. Masters and Bray at 128, 130. Driggers and Vaughn on 134. Be ready. .608. They're 20 and 52. Caleb and Colin 130 with an 1874. Bray and Payne at 34, 135. Kreitz and Passig 136, 140. Be ready. .6 and 44. They're 25-18. Let's go down to Wyatt and Covey, 134, the 1470. Kreitz and Passig at 135, 36. Gonzalez and Gonzalez. Be ready. Going to be no times. Kreitz and passing 135. Gonzalez is at 36. 140. Brown and Cox 141 and 4. Be ready. We'll get everything lined out right here, and that'll be Kreitz and passing in just a moment. Thanks again to our friends at Mustang Energy Services. We appreciate them and all their support here. Thank you to the Craig Moore family as well as Heron family and McGuire's. Mitchell Pipe and Supply, we say thanks to you and all your support. Orbit Oil Company. Here's Brian Cade, 135. Gonzalez is 136. 140, Brown and Cox. All right, going to be no time. Levon and Darian at 136. Brown and Cox at 140. 141, Ward and Lord. Going to be here 8 and 15. They're 39 and 11. Brown and Cox at 140. Ward and Lord at 141. 44. Sproul and Lazarus. 46, 9, 58, and 160. Be ready. Plus 5, going to be 14-10. They're 27 and 94. Ward and Lord at 141. Sproul and Lazarus at 144. 46, 9, 5, 58, and 160. And then we'll go to the top for round 3. We're 6 away from that top of the list. Duty and Ashford at 4. You'll start that. They're going to be here 661. They're 24.99 on 3. Sproul and Lazarus at 144, the 14.28. Morrison and Hogg at 146. 149, Trenary and Heisel, 158, 160. Be ready. They're going to be here 6 and 17. They're 20 and 45. Let's go to Torrey and Cooper, 146 with a 24.75. Trenary and Heisel at 149, 158, 160. Be ready. Jet Trenary and John Heisel, 149, are going to be next out. We're going to be no time. Let's go to Jet and John, 149. Snow and Vaughn on at 158. 160, Smith and Payne. Be ready. Duty and Ashford at 4. Cody and Colin, 158, going to be next. I'm going to be here clean with the barrier, 1662. They're 32.88. Cody Snow, Colin Vaughn on at 158 with a 14.22. Smith and Payne at 160, and then top of the list, Duty and Ashford. Seven and 51. They are 21.73. Smith and Payne at 160, and then Team 4. They're clean, but a barrier. They're going to be 20 and 58. Just barely got it, guys. You're 33.79. That was 160, 33.79. All right, we're going to go now to the top of the list for round number 3. Here's Judy and Nash for team 4, and that'll be Kittle and Moore at 7, 8, Orman and Hendrick. Seven and 42. They're 21.94 on 3. Kittle and Moore at 7 of the 14.26. Orman and Hendrick at 8, 9 going to be Waters and Vic. 10 and 18 be ready. $7.43. They're 21.69 on 3. Orman and Hendrick 8, then 9 Waters and Vic. $7 and 91. They're 20 and 33. Tyler Waters, Blaine Vick, 9 with a 14.79. Then Hall and Worley at 10, 18. Imus and Edwards, 23, 25. Get ready.